Alright, what is going on everybody? So welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to break down my trading day. I took two different trades and as you can see I made $11,209. Alright, so far this week has been absolutely insane. I think I'm up about close to $35,000 and it's Friday today, so I'm recording this video and again, insane day. Now there's one thing that I want to clear out here before you even move forward or before you start passing judgment. Oh yeah, it's easier when you have a 95. Yeah. Calm down, all right? Calm your farms. Because I took two different trades. First trade was Meta, all right? Second trade was SPY. Now Meta trade went 80% in profits, all right? And then SPY trade went about 60-ish% in profit. Now I want you to understand this one very, very important thing right here. Don't look at my profits as and start judging straight away, but instead think of like, okay, 80% trade on Meta. That means if you did $1,000 position size with options, right, and you took the trade with me, $1,000 position size, you would have made $800 profit on this. And if you did SPY 60% position size, you would make on a $1,000 position size 60% gains, you would make $600. So that just means if you have a $2,000 trading account, all right, understand this. $2,000 position trading account, and you divided that 2,000 into two different trades, $1,000 each, you would have made 800 plus 600, $1,400 profit on a $2,000 account. Now that sounds a little bit too good to be true, right? Because it is. Because when you have a small account, you always aim for small moves because you're like, oh my god, I need to book some gains, right? Of course it gets a little bit easier when you've been trading for a while and you know it's easier to catch your big position sizes and big percentage as compared to when you have a small account. But I'm just putting this out as a perspective that don't just look at it as like a big number. Look at it like, okay, based off his position size he made this much money. That makes sense. Okay, if I had small position size I would still make 80% and 60% off my position size. All right, that makes sense. All right, sweet. Now let's look at how I made this money and the trades that I took and how you can do the same as well for your own trading. All right, let's go over two different trades and I'll break it down slowly. Look, I've been day trading since 2018 or early 2019 and I've been day trading for a while now. Okay, I have learned this stuff and the reason why I make these YouTube videos is I just want you to take this information and go make some money. All right, literally go make some money and get to enjoy the life that I am able to enjoy, and the life that I'm able to give to my parents is one of the best things. Like my wife, I retired her when she was 21. She never has to work a day in her life. My parents are retired. My parents live on a 19,000 square foot house, 20,000 actually, maybe 21, yeah, somewhere around there. So they live in a mansion. It's just one of the best feelings, you know, and everything came from trading. So I just want you to enjoy the happiness that I was able to enjoy and you know, give to my family. It's the best feeling. All right, now let's go over this and how and why I took these trades. Now the first things first I want you to understand is a point called confluence. Now what's confluence? Confluence means when there's more than one reason, for you to jump into a trade. Okay, that's what means confluence. That means it could be there's like two reasons or anything more than one reason for you to take a position. Now here I had multiple different confluences. I'll break them down for you. All right, I'll make life super easy so you understand. All right, by the way, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe because I believe in no BS trading education. I do not want to talk about, oh, look at this, if you do this psychology. Nah, psychology works only when you have a good trading system. If your trading system is not good, your psychology not gonna work. Doesn't matter how many trading psychology books that you read. If I'm telling you, mark my words, if your psychology is only going to work if you have a system. If you do not have a trading system includes your entries, exits, the reasoning, strategies, the systems, the glitches, the frameworks. All these things are included in the system. How are you going to manage the trade? How are you going to get into a trade? How are you going to manage your stop loss? All sort of stuff are included in a system, right? Now, If you have a system, your psychology becomes a very small percentage of trading. You know how they say trading is 80% psychology, 20% skill? I believe a total opposite. If you have a system, 80% is you just executing and 20% is psychology. That simple. Because everything that is included in the psychology, we already looked after it in the system. All right? How are you going to get into a trade? How are you going to manage your losses? How are you going to manage your winners? How are you going to let your runners run? Everything is included in the system. So trading psychology is just you protecting yourself from yourself pretty much at this stage. You're doing everything by the book. Anything that is not a part of your trading system, you just say no to it. That's what trading system does to you, all right? So I'll break down here why I entered and my system behind these trades. All right, make your life super easy. Okay, so for Meta, I was very, very keenly watching. Like there was a little trend line kind of forming here, right? We had a few different touches. For a trend line to work, it has to have, write this down. For a trend line to work, it has to have 3 touches. Okay, if there's 2 touches, then it's not actually a trend line. It's just, 2 is not enough. You have to have 3 or more than 3 touches. Here, this was 1 touch. This is second touch on this particular candle. Look at this wick. Make sense? This is the 3rd touch. This is the 4th touch. And I drew this quick little trend line. I'm like, okay, I'll draw this trend line. And then 10 o'clock, there was some news coming out. As you can see, let me see if I can show you. 10 o'clock, there was some consumer sentiment numbers coming out. So I didn't want to take a trade up until then. I was like, yeah, I'm super chill. I'm relaxed, nothing to worry about. The market will move at 10 o'clock. Be it upside or downside, I'll find a play. And this trend line broke towards the downside. And I'm just like, oh yeah, ooh la la, this is so good. Because now, the reason why I got so excited is 1, we broke this trend line, and 2, which is again very important, the 200 simple moving average. I've been mentioning this on my Instagram everywhere. 200 simple moving average. Please do not ask me why it's not EMA. I do not want to answer that. It's just what I use, 200 simple moving average on my charts. And it also broke the 200 simple moving average. And it also broke the ORB level. Now, I'll explain this ORB. ORB is opening range breakout. What is opening range breakout? Opening range breakout is for first 15 minutes of the market open, the highs and the lows of first 15 minutes. So this is a 5-minute chart. First 15 minutes, if you divide 15 by 5, what is it? 3. That means first 3 candles, highs and lows. So here, first candle, second candle gives us a low right here, right? This red line. And the third candle gives us the high, the green line. And I use an indicator for this. I'll show you which indicator it is, all right? So it was breaking this ORB. Okay, that's cool. Now, there is more than one reason for me to keep watching this trade at 10 o'clock, right? But I'm sort of trader. I just hate jumping into trades when there already has been a big move. Think about it. Market went from 477.5 all the way down to 474. I don't want to jump into puts when already made a such move. Those premiums are fully jacked up. Those premiums are like this right now. Nah, I don't want to do that. I want to wait. I want to sit back and relax. Let the market give me a little bit of a pullback. And then it pulled back. This opened here. At one stage, this candle was green. That's why we have a wick. And then it got rejected towards the downside. Now, pay attention. It got below this ORB again. It got below this 200 moving average again. And also, it kind of started forming a little tiny flag at the same time. Why I say a flag, not a trend line? This is a trend line. This is a flag. Why? Because this is a pole and this is a move. All right. Now, even if you go on Google and just search flag pattern, you'll see what flag pattern is. Flag pattern is a big move. Like I searched Google right here, right? What is a flag pattern? Flag pattern is a big move we see, and then little pullback, and then it makes a big move again. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. And that's a flag pattern. What did we see here? Boom, a little pullback, this candle. And now I'm watching this for the downside. I'm like, cool, I'll enter. But where would be my stop loss? My stop loss will simply go, if I enter the break on the next candle towards the downside, my stop loss will simply go above this confluence point. Where's the confluence? 200 simple moving average and the ORB. My stop loss will simply go above this. See what I'm saying? I always enter trades on confluence. I never enter trade without a confluence. I never ever enter a trade without a confluence. Now, that's my confluence point. Stop loss above the confluence point. I'll take a trade towards the downside, right? Now, where would be my profit target? Let's drop this little tool that you can take from TradingView on this side, short position. If I'm shorting here, stop loss is above the confluence point. Profit target, first profit target's like this, 473.75. Cool. I'm risking 52 cents for a potential move of 74 cents. You know, people tell you, oh, do not take a trade other if the risk to reward's not, if you're risking $1, you should be making $2. Yeah, those people have no idea what you're talking about. It's not about this. It's about the win rate of your system. It's about the win rate. If you have a 90% win rate of your system, even if it's 1-to-1 risk to reward, every time you lose $1. Every time you make $1. But you, out of 100 trades, 90 trades work. Think about that. 90 times 1, $90, right? 10 times 1, right? What is 10 bucks? You're still $80 green. See what I'm saying? Does it make sense? So it's not about, oh, you have to have 1 to 2 risk to reward. That's cool if you have it, but that's not a mandatory thing. Market doesn't work this way. Now, this is my first profit target. Where is my second profit target? My second profit target's right here. The next level on my charts, right? And then 470, I'm not going to come here and be like, oh, yeah, I held all the way. No, I didn't. I sold around this area. Roughly when we were trading around here, I sold and I got out. Yeah, probably sold a little bit early. I could have stayed in a little bit longer, but I'm just trying to keep it real, man. I sold roughly around this area, right? Now, this is how the trade went. Boom. It dropped so fast that I didn't get a chance to get out. I'm like, this is so cool. I'm in puts. This is so cool. We didn't even budge a little bit around this level. And I'm just like, I'm going to hold this trade. Why? If we would have budged around this level and, you know, started bouncing a little bit, like a little bit of a pullback, I would take some profits just because it's my level. But it broke straight through. I'm just, you know what I'm thinking at this point? I'm like, man, this is a good trade because the volume's picking up. Sweet, let me hold. Let me see what happens. Bang, boom, boom. Hit my profit target. And I still was holding, but I sold roughly around this price point because I just was not liking the option contracts. I was originally at this stage, I was in 475 puts. I jumped in 475 puts. Now I'm deep in the money. When the prices are here, I'm deep in the money. You know what I realized? It was so hard for me to get out of my position size because it was so deep in the money. And that's why I sold. I would have sold because it's my level as well, but I sold my entire position. I'm like, yeah, sweet. I made decent money. I made 80% returns here. I'm happy. 80% return is beautiful return when you think about it. If I think my position size was roughly around, I think it was like 8,000 something. Anyway, but if your position size is $1,000, you made 80% returns. That is $800. That's pretty good, right? One beautiful trade. And this is how I took it. Now I'm going to break down the ORB for you. All right. What indicators this ORB and how to you only watch this to take a trade as a confluence, like what I did today, right? With this and this ORB, go to your indicators and type ORB. Okay, type ORB. This dude, ZZZ Crypto 123. Just click here. It will be on your charts. But you have to do some settings on this. All right. The settings that you'll have to do are like this is how the settings would be. Make this ORB 15. Okay, 15. Market opens at 9:30. Change 9:30 to 9:45. And again, please, if somebody asks me in the comments, but how about a Pacific time? What time should I set up? Man, the first 15 minutes of the market open. Doesn't matter where you live. If your market opens at freaking 1 o'clock at night, you go 1 o'clock to 1:15. All right, 9:30 is the New York time, 9:45 open. Because I have the time set up as a New York time as it on my here right now, so at 9:30 9:45. Style, whatever style you want. All right, I'll show you my style, but whatever style you want. Visibility, I do not like this anywhere else than my charts. I just want to see it up until 15 minutes. Anything after that, I don't want to see it. And that's how you see exact same levels as me on my. This is my settings, by the way. I have 50%. This is my setting, but this is ORB's, okay? And that's how you. I just explained the trade. That's how you trade this. Sweet. All right, let's get to the next trade. Exactly the same time. Like, look at this time. This trade was taken at 10:10, roughly around on this candle, the 10:10 candle. SPY's trade I took on 10:10 candle as well. Insane, right? I know. I jumped in 2 different trades at the same time. Hey, that's how I trade, right? If I see opportunity in the trades that I love taking, I'm gonna do it. That's me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, everyone's different. Some people like to take 1 trade at a time. I can manage, because I've been trading for a while. I can manage taking just 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 trades at a time. Not 10. It's been a while, but up until 3, 4 trades at a time. And I did this. Now, let me explain. Let me break down why I took this trade. First things first, SPY. Before this news came out, SPY was trending towards the upside. Nice trend. Hey, it's a beautiful trend. We broke the pre-market high. We were gapping up. We went from 520 to open around this 521. Pre-market high 522.3. We broke this pre-market high level. Everything's looking good. And then the 10 o'clock news hit. Such a huge bearish candle with so much volume. Pay attention to the volume here. Insane amount of volume, right? Crazy amount of volume. Now, I'm looking at, okay, it's already made such a bearish move. We almost went from high of the day to kind of low of the day right now. This is cool. I'm like, this is cool. This is good stuff. You know, if SPY makes a move down, this is going to be a very, very nice trade. That's what I'm thinking. All right, now, I want you to pay attention to this one level, this one yellow line on my charts. This yellow line is called open price. And these are my settings on this open price. Just take a screenshot of this. I'll show you how to add this on your charts as well. These are my settings. It looks like this. Okay. Visibility. This is what I have. I'll show you how to add this on your charts. Just go to your indicator tab. It will be right here at the top. Type open price. I think it's just this discount tree. I think this is. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And just change the settings of this. Yeah, just change the settings of this indicator to what I just showed you before. All right, I'll delete later. But anyway, now this is why I entered. Open price simply means the price at which market opens. All right, price at which the market opens, the first print, as soon as 9:30 hits, it just marks it on your chart. And that is, I'm gonna give you some sauce. All right, you ready for this? That is a very, very strong support or resistance level. Right? If it's trading above this, it can act as a support. Look at this. What happened in this right here? It broke above, it came back, retested this, bounced. But when it's trading below this, it acts as a resistance. Look what happened here. We tried to take over, but the sellers were like, oh, where are you going? Get down. And the candle closed below this. You see what I'm saying? And this open price is a very, very critical level that you need to be always watching on your charts. Right? And then I was kind of watching this thing as well on my charts. Right? I was like, okay, there's a trend line forming. What did I say about the meta trade? There's 3 touches happening. All right? There's 3 beautiful touches happening right here. Look at this. First touch, second touch right here, and the third touch on this particular 10 o'clock news candle. We quickly went below, but the bias took over. That confirmed my trend line thesis. That just confirmed my trend line thesis that this is a strong support trend line, right? But at the same time, We bounced on this level over and over again. It's like jumping on a freshly frozen lake over and over again. There are chances with this 8 EMA rejection that we had, it's an 8 exponential moving average rejection that we had, open price rejection that we had, and this trend line, right, that we have. Now there's 3 reasons for me to jump into this trade, right? First reason is trend line. Second reason is my 8 exponential moving average. Third reason is my open price. I'm just looking at this like, okay, this could be actually a nice move toward the downside, especially when you know that market had such a huge bearish candle because of a news. That means the news has been bad, and it made such a huge move already with such a huge volume. News is bad. Fourth one was news was with, the price was moving in my favor. Sweet. Now where did I enter on this trade? And this is where the trick stuff comes, all right? This is what I did. And also, please pay attention to what I explained on Meta. 200 simple moving average is one of the most critical indicator that you'll put on your charts. And please, if somebody tells you, man, do not watch indicators, indicator trading doesn't work, that whatever crap they tell you, and they tell you indicators don't work, they just do not know how to use the indicators. They don't know. We do not have indicators. None of my indicators on my charts are there just because they're there. They make me money. That's why they're there. I treat this as a real estate. It's like having a store, opening a store and not using enough. If you have a retail store and one of the most busiest section of your retail store, you're not using it. Like, what's the point? It's the most busiest section where you can increase your sales, but you're not using that particular window to bring the customers in. What's the point? That's exactly this. If somebody tells you indicators don't work, price action works, they're talking crap. They have no idea. You use the indicators for your benefit, and you only use the indicators which you have proved to yourself and to the bloody market that it works. Every single indicator that I have on my charts, I know why and how to use them. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm watching a break below all this trend line, all because of all these reasons, right? Now, where would be my stop loss though? My stop loss is very, very simple. I'm jumping right here. Profit target. Where would you put your stop profit target here? My profit target, initial profit target, is straight away this 200 simple moving average, because I did not have any other levels. I had kind of this pre-market low level which I was watching, which would be the first one. The second profit target I had was just 200 simple moving average. I'm like, you can get down there. I'll take some profits, right? And my stop loss was just above this open price. So think about it for a minute. I'm risking 20 cents to make $1.30. How beautiful risk to reward that is. That means every dollar that I risk, I stand to make $6 on it. That's pretty good. So I jumped in and I did some heavy size on this, not gonna lie. My position size on this, again, don't judge me. I had about 110. I had 100 contracts first, then I added 10, then I added 2. This 2 was just like, just for fun, kind of. Not even for fun. It was just, press the button. So I had total 112 contracts. That's cool. You can do this with 10 contracts. I had about 60% returns on this. That means if you had a $1,000 position size, making 60%, you're looking at $600 gains, which is pretty good. All right. Now, this is how I executed. I entered when I said I will enter. I'm in the trade. My first profit target is just right here, pre-market low. Now, a lot of people will jump out when they see a green candle against them. You got to understand, markets do not just make a V-shaped recoveries. It just, yes, it did here because the news. It just doesn't go, oh, let me make a V-shaped recovery today. It just doesn't work this way. You see what I'm saying? I saw this green candle. Yeah, you can say it looks like a hammer candle. I'm just like chilling. I'm like, yeah, it's not a big deal. Market made a huge move from 522 all the way down to 521, nearly 522.6, 521. Big move, right? This is not a big deal. I'm like, yeah, chill. I'm chilling. Sweet, no problem. First profit target hit right here. and it broke below straight away. I'm just like, okay, sweet, that's nice. And then it hit the 200 moving average roughly around here, because 520.43 and 520.5, what's the difference? 10 cents, never gonna be perfect. Roughly around here, I started taking the profits, and this was a 60% returns, beautiful trade. You see what I'm saying? Now, it was just not me who printed. I had all my students print money today. All right, all my students print money today. Like, look at this. Just today, my market opens around 11:30 at night. We'll just look today. All right, I won't even show you the yesterday. Just today, $210, 11% of the trading account, and then we had JT. He took out $1,000. He's like, just made a little more. Took out $1,000. He paid himself. Then we had Chris. Yeah, his small account. That's cool. But he said LTP, which is the framework we use. Jeff, 221. He goes, my first week in KCU. Took my first solo trade today using what I learned in the modules. You see what I'm saying? Look at the percentage gains. I love it. I absolutely love it. And then Geo came out and he goes, I made $2,500. Not a bad week to pay myself. 655, 1.1, 780, 2.65, 2.56. The reason why I'm actually showing you this is that all you need is a system. If you are like sitting there, man, I cannot make money, you need a system. That's all you are messing with. Learn from my YouTube videos. Learn from the stuff that's available. If you want to learn more from me, check the first link in the description. But all I'm trying to say here is you need a system. Get yourself with a system, like I explained you, right? Open price. You have ORB. You have all these systems that are there to help you. These are there to help you. You need to know how to use systems. You need to know how to use frameworks. You need to know how to use the loopholes and the glitches, and this market has loopholes and glitches. There are some loopholes, right? I hope you understand that. And it works. The system just works. Like today I made 11 grand. Day before yesterday I made 20 grand. So the system works. And all I'm trying to say here is just educate yourself a little bit. All right, you cool, you good. And the fact that you're watching this video even now just tells me that you have the hunger. You just need some direction. So you got this. Let me know in the comments down below if you watched the video all the way till the end. It really motivates me. I didn't want to make this video, not gonna lie. I didn't want to make this video. I had such a bad headache. And it's like, as you can see the time right here, it's 3:34 a.m. here for me in Australia. And I didn't want to make this video, and I was like, man, I'm super tired. I don't want to make this video. And then I caught myself sitting on the couch. I was watching TV, sitting on the couch. And I'm like, you know what? If I record the video, out of, let's say we have 1,000 views, and even if the video helps at least 1% of the people, which is like 10 people, I'm like, that time is well spent, more well spent for me recording the video than me sitting here watching the TV show. I don't know what show I was watching. My wife was watching some show, and I just started watching the show with her. So let me know in the comments down below if this video was helpful, and also if you want to learn more from me and learn more about the systems and everything that I'm talking about. There will be a link probably just above this right here. Yeah, but right above me. Go apply to K Capital University, and we'll see how we go. And I'll talk to you soon. All right, peace. Goodbye, and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.